Hello everybody, Karina Ledesma here. Thank you for joining me, thank you for following me, and thank you so much for all those messages that you send me about, how much you appreciate all the work that I've been doing, and that fill my heart with love and appreciation, and also gives me more energy and ideas to keep creating things to help you and support you with your goals and with anything that you want to accomplish in life. And today I'm super excited because I just launched my radio online. So I'm gonna give you some information. So if you wanna connect, sometimes maybe you're driving, you can be in Facebook Live. We wanna have this connection also in my radio, and I'm gonna start creating different type of programs. One of them is gonna be where you guys can ask me questions, about anything that you would like to improve in your life. And the only thing that you need to do is just to, write your email, your name, and your question, and I can answer those questions for you guys on air, in live. How awesome is that? Technology is amazing. So the app that you can download is totally free in your cell phone is Listen to My Radio. Okay, that's the app, Listen to My Radio. And then once you have the app, when you go to search, you put my station, which is KL Station Web. KL Station Web, and you are going to be able to listen in to the radio too. And as a matter of fact, we are now on the air, and thank you so much to my production team from Argentina, Uli and Silvia. They've been helping me and setting all this for me, and I am so happy because they know my mission, they know my passion about helping people, and the more platforms that you use to get to more people and for you to get to those ears that never heard your voice, the better, right? So I can be happier. And the subject that I have today, I told you every Wednesday I'm gonna come out with something new, and also you always can share with me things that you would like me to talk to you and share with you. And today is about inspiration, because when we feel inspired and when we are in those states that we have so much inspiration going on in our lives, I know we feel so much alive. And inspiration comes from different sources. And one of the things that one of my passion and my mission in life is to inspire people to become better and to help them achieve their goals. But there's different sources of inspiration, different ways that you can create an inspiration in your life. So I'm going to talk about those 5 sources today. So number 1 is deciding, the decision making process. Everything starts with a decision, and sometimes it's hard to decide, but we need to exercise that muscle more and more and be able to make better decisions for our lives. And one of the things that why it's hard to make decision, because when you make a decision, you're cutting off options, right? We always have options, and life is full of choices and options, and there's so much going on, and sometimes we don't know what direction to take or where to go. And that's why I always say to people, and that's what I always try to keep my life based on this concept. There's a lot of noise, but never forget to listen to your inner voice, because nobody else can know more than you about what do you need to do to be happy, what needs to happen for you to be full of you and create the real you. I love so much that on people, and I appreciate it so much, and I admire so much when people can be who they are and express themselves in the form that they want to express, and not to try to copy. You know what I mean? It's like you were born original, so don't die being a copy. Just be you. And that's part of deciding what do you really want. That's the first source of inspiration. Number 2 is planning. Once you decide, once you made a decision about what direction to go with your life, start planning. Planning is so important for everything in life, because you can have the desire, you can even get to the point that you decide, but if you don't plan how you're gonna start this process of changing, or how you're gonna put this new decision into working process for you, it won't happen. So planning and planification is crucial and it's essential, and it's gonna keep you inspired when you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps, 10 steps, 20 steps. This is the way it's going to go. When I decided to come out with this with CarinaLedesma.com and really just share my voice and share who I am and do what is my passion, and I believe with no doubt that I was born to do what I'm doing right now. There's nothing that brings me more joy, there's nothing that brings me more creativity, and there's nothing that's just fill my heart so much with everything that my heart needs to be a happy person. Just to be able to talk to you right now and maybe having a good day, maybe just like you don't know what is going on, or you can figure it out and you just listen to some of the words that I'm sharing with you, and it means something to you, and because of this video you make new decisions. That means the world to me. So start planning, start creating the right plan of action for you, for that decision that you make. Just in everything, we all have different roles in life. We are, we have kids, and we parents, and we have parents, and we are children. So we have siblings. We run a business, or we are employees, or we are leaders, or we have different roles. And it's important to create new decisions for each role in our life, and to start creating that planning that is going to keep us in the right track. There is nothing that can make you feel good and certain when you know you are in the right track, and there is nothing that can create more chaos in your life when you know that you are off track. So things like these, personal development, and just get connected with your passion and what you really want to do in life is going to help you keep yourself on track. So number 1, deciding. Number 2, planning. And number 3, and this is the process that changed everything, beginning. And what a beautiful thing it is to start something. We all nervous, and we all excited and nervous, and we get anxiety when we starting something new. But when you know that you started a process, you have an amazing sensation inside your heart and your soul, because I started. It doesn't matter where you start, just start something that matters, and something that matters to you. Because sometimes something that matters to who? To you. Because life is yours. It's your life. It's about you being the best that you can be and experiencing all the happiness that you can experience. So then you can express to the world those good feelings, right? That's why in my book, Put Your Mask On First, the subtitle for the book is, you can't give what you don't have. So you only can give what you have. So if you have a poor life, and I'm not talking about poor only financially poor, but poor in emotion, you only experience 4, 5, 6 negative emotions a day that suck and make you feel like crap. That's all you have. That's all what you're going to give. In order for you to be able to give more, you need to fill yourself more of all those good things and create, excitement and be happy and have enthusiasm and create this good energy that, so you can spread that energy around. We all want to be around people that have good energy, people that have, that they're fun, that they're just excited about life, and how draining it is to be somebody that is always complaining, that is always with no purpose, with no motivation. You get to a point that it's all right, I need to, move on from this relationship or whatever, because, we all want to have around us people that are full of energy and happy itself. And you know what? How about us becoming, those type of people? Just how about us committing to be the best, the happiest person you ever met? Just yourself. That's my commitment with myself. And life happens, right? And it's ups and downs, and that's life. Everybody has challenges and problems and, disappointments, betrays. We all go through pain, and pain is inevitable. But suffering is optional. It's a choice, and that's a choice that we can have. And beginning the process a new you, and it can be today anything. Start eating healthier, start working out, start reading if you're not reading, start a new language course. You should start a new language in your life. So many things that you can begin that is gonna keep you inspired, and it's gonna bring the best out of yourself. Number 4, progressing, and I really adore this one. And why do I adore it? Because I think I live for this. just be able to progress all the time. I always check in myself, and I sometimes, friends and people that really love me, it's like, oh my gosh, you did that, and it's awesome, you should be proud of yourself. And I am, but sometimes I don't feel that I give myself enough credit. I'm like, what's next, and how can I be better? I'm so demanding with myself, which is good, but sometimes you also have to be kind with yourself and embrace yourself, and make sure that you just celebrating, your accomplishments. But progress for me is so important. If I feel that I'm not progressing, I feel that I'm dying inside. I don't know if you experience the same feeling. Probably you did. And it doesn't matter what level of success you achieved. You can, you could have achieved maybe tons of success in your area, in your industry, and whatever you did. But if you don't feel that you progress and you feel stuck, you start feeling bad, and you start experiencing bad emotions inside you. So progress is the way that we can keep ourselves in being happy and being with great energy and experiencing good emotion. Okay, progressing. Make sure that in anything that you do, you check in your progress. You just kind of ask yourself, because nobody can, you can lie to everybody else, but we cannot lie to ourselves, right? When we go to bed, our subconscious mind starts talking to us, and sometimes can be our best friend, our worst enemy. So, and ask that question to yourself: am I progressing? And maybe some areas I'm not that much, or maybe I'm stuck here, but I know I'm progressing in this area, so that makes you feel good. But just make sure that everything that you do and create a new decision, a new planning every day, and a new beginning every day to make sure that you're progressing, that you're making progress in your life. And number 5 is achieving what we all want, right? We all want to achieve. And I call it a sense of victory. I love to feel that sense of victory, that I achieved something, that I set my mind to something, and I went through all this process of deciding, planning, beginning, and progressing, and then at the end I arrive, I achieved it. I'm like, I'm here, this is exactly what I wanted, I planned it, and now it's here, and I'm touching it, and I'm feeling it. And there's nothing that makes you feel happier, right? Happier, or like excited and inspired. I would say inspired with I'm gonna take this out because there's a noise here. I don't know what happened with the radio, but it's a noise that I don't want to hear. So this is what is going to make you feel at the end is worth it. And when you achieve this type of inspiration in your life, then that makes you feel that you just create more confident. You create more self-awareness of who you are and what you're capable of. So that's why it's so important to achieve things, and sense of victory and achievement is one of in my top priorities and in my values list, because I think it's so important and it makes us feel so good. So I want you to think, after you just finish listening, hear this video, if you want to just it's going to be on Facebook. Also, I'm going to send you the recording from the radio, so if you're not in my email list, make sure that you signed on my website, or put your mask on first.net, so I can have your information. You can receive all these materials, so you can go over and review things and make sure that you have all the tools that you need to start creating the new you, to start creating whatever you need, and start applying all these sources of inspiration for you to create the life you want, the life you deserve. So thank you for joining me. I'm excited. I'm going to tell you in my fan page probably in the next 24 hours when it's going to be my first show in the radio. And I'm going to see you next Wednesday again, 12:30 p.m. Central Time. Thank you one more time for following me. God bless you. And remember that love conquers all. Mwah.